Is it a good idea of Trump to float a gas tax to pay for infrastructure? Hi, my name's Knightsbridge and I'll be answering that for you. I think it's a good idea, actually. It's rare for me to agree with the president, but I think it's a good idea. But there's a caveat, kind of an asterisk you have to be wary of. It definitely is a good idea because we haven't raised it in a long time. I believe 24 years ago, approximately, was the last time we raised the federal tax on gasoline. I'm not so sure off the top of my head how much it is, but it's not that much. I believe about between 15 to 20 cents per gallon. So it can definitely be used. I think it's a much better idea than tolls, which he also is proposing, and I don't think that's a good idea. Can you imagine? I mean, I know some states have it, New Jersey, lots of states have tolls, but it's an inconvenience and it's a public good. We all, even if we don't drive, we need goods that are moved around by road, etc. So I don't think that's a good idea. And I mean, if they're going to be running it for profit, do we kind of curtail the prices? Do we limit them on prices, things like that? I don't think that's a good idea. The biggest job creator and source of wealth in this country's history pretty much was the interstate freeway system that was built. I believe under beginning with Eisenhower and ending with Johnson. Well, not ending with Johnson, but Eisenhower and Johnson were big proponents of this. So that was a big job creator. We had the best infrastructure in the world. Our infrastructure is crumbling. Of course, this question is referring to, we're talking about roads, bridges, public works, public transportation, essentially, works. So that I propose it's a great idea. However, another problem with that is that gas mileage is going down. Cars are getting much more fuel economical. So basically, as that dwindles, what are we going to do? I mean, a lot of cars are electric. We've got hybrids. So it's not going to be the answer for everything. Of course, anything that encourages us, I mean, the price of oil has been down for the last 2-3 years. So it's a good time. The economy seems to be doing well. Often taxation is called the third rail of politics, meaning you don't touch it unless you want to get electrocuted and die. But if anyone can do it, it's Trump. I mean, he's got control of both houses. The T word is kind of a really dangerous thing in politics, but I think it could work. But again, cars are getting more economical, so they're going to have to think of other ways of taxing, for example, by mileage or I don't know. So what are you going to do with electric cars? What are you going to do when cars barely use any gas? It's not like those Chevys in the 80s and 90s were going through crazy amounts of gas. So yeah, it's part of the answer. I propose, but it is a good idea, surprisingly, coming from the White House. All right, so if you want to propose a question, I'll answer it spontaneously. Please write one in the comments below. Thank you.